Well, hi YouTubers. Okay, I'm back with the 365 100 books, and it happened. It finally happened after almost 100 books. Okay, I've got a stack to actually review. It's going really well. I've got to the 31st of August to read my 100 books, and I'm pretty much on track. I quit one. It finally happened. I quit one. Oh my god. Yeah, I gave up. I couldn't do it. It counts, by the way. First saying it doesn't count. Listen, I read 100 pages of this book. It counts, okay? Oh, God. Okay. Paulo Coelho, the Zahir, okay? Now, this was actually given to me a couple of years ago from the bookcase by someone who said, Jodie, this will change your life, okay? Now, I've actually read a few Paulo Coelho's novels. I've actually met Paulo Coelho. Nothing against the guy. He's very sweet, very kind, very polite, okay? Hey, he's Brazilian. I'm of Brazilian heritage, okay? You'd think I'd love his work since, let's face it, I don't actually read a lot of Brazilian authors. I think he's the only one, so... Okay, so, read the blurb on the back. It begins with a glimpse or a passing thought. It ends in obsession. Zahir. One day, a renowned author discovers that his wife, a war correspondent, has disappeared, leaving no trace. Was she kidnapped, blackmailed, or simply bored with their marriage? His search for her and the truth of his own life takes him from South America to Spain, France, Croatia, and eventually the bleakly beautiful landscape of Central Asia. Born that, it leads him into a new understanding of the nature of love, the power of destiny, and what it really means to follow your heart. Okay, the say in advance, the South America, that's Brazil, okay, where this guy's from, alright, Spain, okay, that happened pretty much off camera, okay, that happened previous to this. France is where it starts, alright, and 100 pages in, we're not at Croatia yet, or Central Asia, alright, of a 350 page novel. So, okay, the thing is, a lot of authors put parts of their own lives in their text, okay? They can't help it. Charities that they're into, just little things they just love or think is adorable. All authors do it, nothing against it. This character, no named, as far as I can see, after 100 pages, I. My God, I was surprised to say, I am the theoretical principality of a miracle, okay? Angels in America, I just misquoted that. Okay. Right, let me just put it this way, okay? Alright, this is it. I. No narrator. There you go. Alright, but let's listen to this, okay? I returned to my own country with Esther, the wife who's gone missing, convinced that it might be time for me to get another job. But until I do, and I don't because I don't need to, I continue revising the book. I can't believe that anyone would have much interest and experience of one man's following a romantic but difficult route across Spain. 4 months later, when I'm busy on my 10th draft, I discover that both the typescript and Esther have gone missing. As I'm about to go mad with anxiety, she returns with a receipt from the post office. She sent it off to an old boyfriend of hers who now runs a small publishing house. Ex-boyfriend publishes the book. There's not a word about it in the press, but a few people buy it. They recommend it to other people who also buy it. Recommend it to others. 6 months later, the first edition has sold out. A year later, there have been 3 more print runs, and I'm beginning to earn money from the one thing I never dreamed I would. From literature. Okay? There you go. Obviously, I can't follow the road to Santiago every year, so what am I going to write about next? Well, I have to endure the same rigmarole of sitting down in front of the typewriter and then finding myself doing everything but write sentences and paragraphs. Then one day, I happen upon an interesting story in 1001 Nights. In it, I find a symbol of my own path, something that helps me to understand who I am and why I took so long to make the decision. I use a story as a basis for another story about a shepherd who goes in search of his dreams, a treasure hidden in the pyramids of Egypt. I speak of the love that lies waiting for him there, as Esther had waiting for me when I walked around in circles. I am no longer dreaming of becoming something. Of becoming something. I am the shepherd crossing the desert. But where is the alchemist who helps him to carry it out? When I finish this novel, I don't entirely understand what I've written. It is more like a fairy tale for grown-ups, and grown-ups who are more interested in war, sex, or stories about power. Nevertheless, the publisher accepts it, and the book is published. And my readers once again take it into the bestseller list. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, The Alchemist. As soon as you threw that word, I was rolling my eyes like, are you serious? There's awful avatars and it's you. It's like the alternative you. It's like the sliding doors, Paulo Coelho. He's actually happily married. He's got a lovely wife. So, hey. Yeah. I was like, why? Why would you do that? Why would I do that? Okay. Then there's thing coming called the Favour Bank, which must be that is like philosophy, okay, of all the rich and annoying, okay. There you go. What is this Favour Bank? You know, everyone knows. Possibly. I still haven't grasped what you're saying. It was an American writer who first mentioned it. It is the most powerful bank in the world, and you'll find it in every sphere of life. Yes, but I come from kind of out a literary tradition. What favours could I do for anyone? I start making deposits in your account. Not cash deposits, but you understand, but contacts. I introduce you to such and such person. I arrange certain deals, as long as they're legal. Know that you owe me for something, but never ask for anything. And then one day, exactly one day, I'll ask you for a favour, and you could of course say no, but you're conscious of being in my debt. You do what I ask. I continue to help you, and other people see that you're a decent, loyal sort of person. So they too make deposits into your account, always in the form of contacts, because this world is made up of contacts and nothing else. I could refuse to do what you just asked me to do. You could. The Favour Bank is a risky investment, just like any other bank. You refuse to grant the favour I asked you, in the belief that I helped you because you deserve to be helped, because you're the best, and everyone should automatically recognise your talent. Fine, I say, thank you very much, and ask someone else into whose account I've also made various deposits. But from then on, everyone knows without me having to say a word, you are not to be trusted. What the fuck? So essentially, contacts is Favour Bank of contacts. Okay, that is weird kind of, oh well, true altruism doesn't exist anymore apparently, but hey. Also, yeah, this is set in like this weird kind of Paris, which has the Eiffel Tower and the Champs-Élysées, but it doesn't really describe where in Paris. It doesn't really go into detail about Paris, but it doesn't know more about Paris. Oh god, it is so frustrating. That's why I quit. That is why I quit. I mean, the author's eyes of arrogance is extraordinary, isn't this, okay? This is 54 pages into the book. He's moving on from his wife who's left him. He was questioned, but, you know, eventually he's moved on with his life, okay? And this is arrogance. I counted 3 or 4 women I felt drawn to, but then I met Maria, a 35-year-old French actress. She was the only one who did not spout such nonsense as I... I like you as a man, not as a celebrity that everyone wants to meet, or I wish you weren't quite so famous. Or worse still, I'm not interested in money. No, people aren't. He was only one who was generally pleased at my success, because she too was famous, and she knew that celebrity counts. Celebrity is an aphrodisiac. It was good for a woman's ego to be with a man, and know that he had chosen her, even though he had the pick of so many others. What an arrogant freaking bastard. This is our protagonist? This is our protagonist, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so it meets this guy called Malik, and Malik is Mikhail, who basically knows where his wife is, and then he has to go on like this journey to find her. Okay, and this is where, spoiler alert, I fucking skipped to the end because I couldn't deal with this. All right, this is page 328. All right. Esther has been basically in Asia, giving French lessons, giving out French lessons, and making rugs. Okay, that's it. Okay, she just left as a war correspondent to find herself, and that's where she's been. And wow. God. Okay. Hello, I said. I've been waiting for you, she said. I embraced her. Rested my head on her shoulder and began to cry. She stroked my hair, and by the way she touched me, I began to understand what I did not want to understand. I begged to accept what I did not want to accept. I waited for you for so many ways, she said, when she saw that my tears were abating. A desperate wife who knows that her husband has never understood her life, and he will never come to her, so she has no option but to get on a plane and go back. only to leave again after the next crisis, and then leave, and then go back. I waited as Penelope waited for Ulysses, as Romeo waited for Juliet, as Beatrice waited for Dante. The empty steps are full of memories of you, of the times we have spent together, of the countries we have visited, of our journeys and our battles. They looked back at the trail left by my footprints, and I couldn't see you. Okay. And then, okay, it gets better. Alright. Right, this is the last page. Okay, and yeah, I'm spoiling this, but what the hell. I'm pregnant. For a second it was as if the world had fallen in on me. By Dos? Then it was by someone who stayed for a while and then left again. I laughed, even though my heart was breaking. Well, I suppose there's not much else to do here in this one-horse town. Hardly a one-horse town, she replied, laughing at me. But perhaps it's time you came back to Paris. The newspaper phoned me asking if I knew where to find you. They wanted you to report on a NATO patrol in Afghanistan, but you had to say no. Why? Because you're pregnant. You don't want a baby exposed to negative energy of a war, surely. The baby? You don't think a baby's going to stop me working, do you? Besides, why should you worry? You didn't do anything to contribute. Didn't contribute? It's thanks to me that you came here in the first place, and that doesn't count. She took a piece of blood-stained cloth from the pocket of her white dress and gave it to me, her eyes full of tears. Is this for you? I missed our arguments. And then after a pause she added, asked Mikhail to get another horse. I placed my hands on her shoulders and blessed her, just as I had been blessed. What the hell? Can you just, even what I've read out, can you just see the level of arrogance and pretension with these characters? They have no nuance, they have no depth. They are so basking in their own smugness, okay? You know, they've been told so many times that how wonderful they are, they've come to believe it. Has no name, okay? Let's just call him Paulo. Why not? Paulo, alright? He's dismissive, okay, about his clearly Brazilian heritage, okay? It starts with South America, for God's sake. Chief of his own life takes him from South America. That's Brazil, okay? Hey, I'm of Brazilian heritage, even I know that, alright? So, yeah, unusual surname, that's where it comes from. No, I don't speak Portuguese. So, I really, really did not enjoy this book. I got nothing against Paulo Coelho at all. But my God, the arrogance and pretension, I just couldn't engage. Oh, I mean, the thing is, I've actually read a few of his books and I've really, really enjoyed them. I enjoyed The Alchemist. I actually like Veronica Decides to Die. I actually used to work in a psychiatric unit. I thought it captured reality of the world of a psychiatric unit quite thoroughly. I generally enjoyed his books, but this one, I just couldn't. So after all the books I've read for the 365-100, I actually had to quit one. And it was this. I know. So, this is my opinion on Zahir, okay? Read it if you want. Let me know what you think. But I just couldn't get through this pretentious, narcissistic okay? And his outlook on life, which sounded almost cult-like. So, yeah. He basically bashes his own celebrity, but has no absolute nuance as a character. So that's me, an arrogant bastard. Hey, you're the protagonist, ladies and gentlemen. The lead protagonist of the Zahir by the international bestseller, Paulo Coelho. So, sign off here, YouTubers. Let me know what you think of the book. And bye now.